This is some bullshit, pretty much, you know,
Wait,
because
Hey,
what's
we're
your
gonna keep it
ethnicity,
TikTok
sir?
friendly, or
Hold
you
on.
gonna get
no,
down.
yeah, yes,
Right.
we're gonna keep it friendly, but I've been
But
listening
what's
to
your
the.
ethnicity?
I'm from Ivory Coast. I'm African, you know.
Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead.
So what I want to say is, people come over here talking for Africans. Y'all don't even know a lot of things, pretty much. Like when I came.
Your prompt first, please, and then do your spiel.
Hey, so he rebutting Zuka.
No, no, that's what I'm coming. So do immigrant parents put their children in a harm ways? In certain
Okay,
ways.
wait a minute. Hold on. First, we gonna ask if anybody had the rebuttal to Zuka.
I do. I
I
do.
do.
No,
I
I
do.
do.
Okay, well, hold on, sir.
Benny,
Benny.
go first. It's cool.
No,
Benny,
he
you can
don't.
go.
He said he was addressing the prompt. I don't think
He
he.
also said he had a rebuttal. I didn't
How
want
about
to
this?
talk too
Okay.
Look,
much.
let Benny can answer the prompt, and then both of them, both Landry and Benny, can rebuttal me.
Nah, Benny gonna rebut you, Zuka. Go ahead,
Okay,
Benny.
that's fine.
Zuka, I want to say on a respectable way. You cannot say that about African that you don't even know pretty much. We studied slavery. Some of them that's educated, landries over here in Africa, we know exactly what slavery that's did to Africa. They stole 8 million people from that continent, and you're not going to come over here and saying
Hey,
that
wait, you ain't gonna get up here and lie and say they stole. Y'all sold them.
what you
Ain't
mean?
nobody come over there and steal
No, no,
nothing.
no, no. You see, this is the thing that a lot of people. If have you ever visited Africa, love
What
what?
you saying? I'm lying. Y'all didn't sell no slaves.
No,
Ms. Love, you want me
no.
to turn on my
You
camera and
see,
put Google so we could Google it? Most slaves were
exactly. You see, a
taken.
lot of
Hold
people.
on.
They were not
You see,
sold.
you
That's not
see a
Hold
lot
true.
of.
You
on.
are
Okay,
selling
go
out your
ahead.
own people. What are you talking about? You are selling out your own people for
No,
gold, silver.
even the white tea know that they were taken. They were not sold. Sold for
You're
what if you could
Benny,
lying.
take
you
them?
better than that. Talking about even the white tea. Please hush.
No, it's true. Cause I mean,
No, if
You see,
we know this, we know the truth. Please don't do that
no,
to
no,
us.
no, no,
I
That's
can
laundry,
like
turn on my
that's like
camera
laundry.
and put
You
on
don't
that's
know the
Google.
like
truth.
relying about that. It's like trying to re-traumatize a people. So
No,
even though we was here, a lot of us, but even though some of them slaves did come over here, but they were they wasn't stolen. We ain't gonna push that on my stage. They were
If you
sold.
allow me, I could look it up.
okay. So
You
can
You
know,
I
it's
say
guys
on
were
my
one more
selling
page.
out your
thing?
own people for gold, silver, tobacco, rum, and manufactured goods from the Europeans.
Yeah,
Like,
I
what are you
mean, guys.
talking
Some
about?
selling was done, but most of it was they were y'all were taken. I can open up my camera and turn on my
I
computer for
wouldn't give a
y'all.
shit
Like,
if only one was
I, and
sold.
that's
One
fine.
is
But
too many.
So I'll give you one
I
example.
agree.
We talk about the Benin. We talk about the Benin Kingdom. So if you go in London, in the London Library, you can actually see some of those artifacts that were taken back to Africa. That's exactly what happened.
And we're
But
not
we're
trying to
not going to
center
go back.
Africa, Mr. Benny. Come on now. Rebut
No, no,
her
but you see,
and
but
answer the prompt. We don't
yeah,
care about
okay.
Africa.
Okay, so do immigrant parent put their children in a harm way? I can say yes. Sometimes if the parent are not educated, when they move to the United States, sometimes they don't really understand about the fabric, so they just go along what they see pretty much. But for us parent that was educated, when we moved over here the first time, my mother told me that about a long time ago. So when I went to high school over here, I know exactly what to deal with, and like Landry was saying, some of my best friend, actually my best friend is African American. So when people are speaking about being the enemies and we put all the stuff you're saying, some of those things not true. We can't just keep online saying those things that not actually true. So to answer that prompt, I agree with you at a certain point because those parents pretty much that do that, they're not really educated. And we talk about education. Education is the key player. If you're not educated and you move in the United States, you live in this country like a fool, pretty much. That's all I want to say, and I'm about to drop because we can't just say stuff that because we wanted to say it without facts.
Mr. Benny,
Think-
so we're
Yeah,
not African, we're Americans, okay? We're Black Americans, and you're saying that the immigrant parents failed their children by not giving them awareness on what it really is to be in America, right?
yeah,
Right.
yeah. And the reason
Parents
why
that are not
the reason you
educated.
got to understand the why. The why is education. I'm African, and even myself, some African, when I speak to them, the way that they think, laundries over here between us African, we can know who's educated or not. The way you can speak, your dialect, the way you thinking. So even in Africa, this is why we have problem now because there's a lot of non-educated people among educated people that's creating problem. Even me, when I travel sometime, I have to be quiet because there's a lot of things I can tell people because they don't comprehend a lot of things. This is not only about Africa. It's all over the places, all over the world, because I travel all in different countries, and this is the way people think. People are
But
different way of thinking.
do you know there are educated people that create problems and cause
Thank
problems
you.
and strife?
Of
Thank you.
course,
Them
I
the
know
worst
that.
ones.
But when I talk
Them the
about
worst.
education, I'm not talking about only an academic education. Education has multiple things. There's a different type of intelligence. You know that, right?
Do you know
When we
about
talk,
being street smart and book smart?
I'm both of them. I'm triple them, pretty much. I know a lot of things, pretty much. That's why I'm
You
speaking about this
you
thing.
think you know,
I
but you
do
really
know.
don't.
I do know. Ask me a question.
My
Go ahead.
son's mother was educated. You know what she told me? She said, I was warned to stay away from you, African American, when I come, and they told us not to get
Paul,
involved with you.
Paul, okay,
They said during orientation, that's what they tell them. Don't have nothing to do with African American.
so
Orientation.
do we have to
What?
listen to
Hold on.
everything our
Usually
parents tell us?
they show them a video of
Wait,
African
Paul.
American, usually the
They do that
thug
at the
image.
embassy. Wait, like, hold
I
on,
don't know
Benny.
where they do it at, but I
That and
heard.
that's so
Let's
on my
hold on,
future
brother,
kids. That's
brother,
false.
brother.
Come
Listen
on,
to me.
man.
Not just her. I had other African women I have dated told from other African countries, Kenya, told me the same thing. They
No.
was told to stay away from African American. They said when they come here, it's not like that. She said people are people. She said you got good and bad everywhere. I see it different. So when I'm telling you, somebody's over there telling y'all this mess, filling y'all heads
At
up,
the immigration office, you said?
and y'all putting y'all big butt on
Hold
y'all
on, bro.
shoulders
At the
when you
immigration
come over
office?
here.
What they
Then we're
telling
gonna
us
have to
that?
shut you down. That's
Eh,
just simple as that. I believe in
Paul,
black unity, but if you come with that attitude, you're gonna get shut down.
so
Simple
Paul,
as that.
I wanted to respond to what you said. You are right to a certain extent, and I explain why. So sometime is I'll give you my example. I'm a developer. I'm in the computer science level pretty much. Sometime, like I will tell you the truth. Sometime in my level, sometimes it's really hard to find people where I can design product or design process with, right? So I'm going to talk about association. Once some Africans come over here, and I told a lot of people, some Africans that move over here do not come from the gutter. Some of them actually come from money. Because when you bring your children over here to study, to go at university, you pay out of
Expensive.
state tuition. It costs a lot of money. You know that, right? So when you get here,
Benny, what is street smarts?
come on, man.
You said you know our history. What's street smarts? What's book smarts? What's the difference between the two? Since you're so smart.
Ish, do you want me to explain what street smart is?
Yes, sir, please.
There's a lot of version of street smart. You can be street smart in a dope version. You can be street smart in selling on the street. You can be street smart. So I cannot really answer that question because street smart is
Of
really
course you
vague,
can,
pretty much.
because you're African. But I digress.
So you think like when we're in Africa, we don't have street smart over there?
You may be
How?
African street smart, but you'll never be American street smart.
And also, Miss So y'all always think every African that comes to the US is broke. It's a
You
lot of
see,
money
this
to
is
go to
this is
That's
the
the
college here in
thing.
point. That's the
America.
point I'm trying to make to you.
You never
The
said that.
Like,
educated
what?
ones, the rich ones know. They know what they do when they come in with that attitude. You know. You exposed. You
Like,
have satellite.
yeah, I
My
think because people got
my son's
accidents and
mother
they
has
come from
satellite.
poverty.
She
Come
come from an
on.
academic background. Her dad was a professor. Her mama was a nurse. She knew quite well what went on over here. I didn't have to tell her. And she was just recent here when we started dating. So she knew just everything that go on, what need to be done, what not. She told me. But
Hmm.
I understand how
So
you navigate
so
among the
Paul.
YTs to try to climb the ladder. But if you got to
So
knock
so
your punch down on your own people,
so
then
Paul,
nah,
let
that's
me
not
ask
You
you a
don't
true.
do that,
question.
bro.
Let's be real over here. Let's be real. Let's not be sugarcoating. Do you think when we talk about drugs, do you think some I'm saying
Say that
some.
word. You can't say that word.
Okay,
Say
when we so
substance.
Just spell
okay,
it.
substance. When we talk about substance, if you let's
Oh,
you
I love
yourself,
TikTok shop.
let's say that you move to New York with your children, right? And let's say you move from New York to Atlanta, right? And you go in the neighborhood and you see some of your children in the neighborhood where you are. Some children actually are there in a gang. Are you going to accept your kid to go in a
I
gang?
love TikTok shop. You can't say that word, sir.
Okay, G, whatever it is. Paul, I'm asking you a question. Are you going to let your children associate yourself with some of those kids?
Yeah, my kids associate whoever they want. I want them to have their own mind. I want them to be able to go among anybody and still be themselves. Anybody,
So
whether it be
there's
the
no element
suburb,
of protecting, like
ghetto,
no,
it doesn't matter.
You know,
no,
I,
but
I I
That's
have
G
that's
and
that's what
G's
I
though,
was.
bro.
I have nothing else to say
I
because
hung
that's
around YT people when I was coming up. I didn't hang with them, but I never forget when I was 9 years old. This YT boy was in my class, 17 years old, had no business in there.
But John Paul though,
Hold
you
on,
be
I'm gonna
cool.
make a quick point.
Okay, my bad, my
We
bad.
were about to go at it, and the teacher separated us. I was 9, he was 17, and much bigger than I was. However, that got diffused. One day, we and him decided to walk home. He stayed a few blocks from me, and he ran into this other YT boy, big boy. Both of them about 17 years old. The other one had some substance. He said, "Who's that?" He said, "This guy. He's cool. He hanging with me." So the guy said, we getting to go do some, blow. You want some? I said, no. He said, you're going to have to do. I said, I ain't finna do SHIT. You're just going to have to take me out because I'm not finna do it. So what I'm trying to tell you, I'm raising my kid to have his own mind, to be able, no matter where you at, who you're around, still be yourself. I'm not going to isolate my kid from no community because what's going to happen in the end, stuff like this, ignorance, you're going to assume everybody is the same way because you had no experience with them. Then you're gonna cause problems like it's causing now. All these people bad. My parents told me just stay away from them, not understanding their situation, their background, why they was there. See, number one, y'all don't understand the system that triples us up. It trips us. This system trips us up. The ones that's not wise. If you're not careful, they get tripped every time. The youth keep getting tripped because they don't. Even the ones here don't know how to navigate it. I learned at an early age how to navigate this system, not to get tripped. If you get tripped, you're going to end up on substance, you're going to end up pregnant, or you're going to end up in prison if you don't know the system. So y'all come in, y'all see us trip, y'all assume we just clumsy. That's it. But you don't know the real story. And that's why I'm saying
so
it's very important y'all learn history before you come over here and start saying stuff you shouldn't be saying. Or getting on YT bandwagon not knowing they using you, weaponizing you, making a fool out of you. When they get through using you, they usually send you back home, or if you accomplish anything, they come up with a way of taking it away from you, then send you back home. Then you want to cry, African American help, but no, we ain't gonna help you. If you sow that division, we're gonna stay with it, and it's just as simple as that. I'm not here to knock my LPAs. I'm not here to knock my African or my Caribbean. If you sow that division, you're gonna have to live with it. That's all I'm trying to tell you. Either we can learn the system, learn what they're doing. You can play the game just like we play the game. I understand y'all come over, you got to play that game. To be that modern citizen, because they quick to send you back. I already know. But don't come over here and stink on us. That's all I'm saying.